Augusta's only Audi dealer, Audi Augusta, part of the Gerald Jones family.
Augusta Oncology has served our community since 1982. As the world of healthcare evolves, our physicians recognized a need for a world-class multiple specialty clinic in our area. Introducing AO Multi-Specialty Clinic. We're here for you with compassionate care for all of your needs. From cutting-edge technology and advanced procedures to excellence and compassion in healthcare. We are more than oncology. We are your partner in life. AO Multi-Specialty Clinic, providing excellence in wellness.
PGA, you can't handle the roof.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Well, new at 6 o'clock, Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams posted a Facebook video this afternoon talking about funds raised by private citizens to help amid a budget crisis. Sheriff Williams says that private citizens raised $22,000 for promotions that were put in place in July, and he says these promotions came after a number of retirements and eliminated positions from the sheriff's office budget. In the video, he says the move saves their office more than $200,000 over a 12-month period. And Williams' latest messages follow a letter News 12 reported on Friday where he asked County Administrator Wrdw to put acceptance of the local donors' money on the agenda for the next Burke County Council meeting. And 2 drivers are dead after 2 separate car crashes today in Aiken County. South Carolina Highway Patrol says the first accident happened around 1:30 this morning. It happened along Chalkbed Road near Breezy Hill Road, about 3 miles from Aiken. Investigators say 36-year-old Stephen Hicks was driving a Chevrolet Silverado when he ran off the road, hitting a mailbox and tree, causing the truck to flip. He died at the scene, and the second accident happened around 1:18 this afternoon at Escaca Lake Road near Sleepy Hollow Lane, almost 3 miles from Graniteville. South Carolina Highway Patrol says the driver ran off the left side of the road and crashed into a tree. And we now know the name of a person stabbed to death in Richmond County. Deputies got the call shortly after 10 last night at the Super 8 Motel on Washington Road near I-20. And when they arrived, they say they found 37-year-old Terry Brown with at least 1 stab wound. Brown died from those injuries, and we'll keep you updated as this investigation continues. Tossing things over to weather, First Alert meteorologist Emily Acton. How's it looking?
Well, we've had a really great day across the CSRA. Yesterday was a little bumpy there, a couple of afternoon showers, but overall for our Saturday, things have been great. High temperatures reached those lower 90s right now, still in the lower 90s, 92 right now in Augusta. Feels like, though, 97. That heat index really has not been too unbearable today. Now, I'm going to show us a bigger map in just a second, and maybe we can redecide that there. But things are dry, and expecting that to stay true throughout the rest of our evening. And could see, there we go, a couple of showers down to our south. But again, mainly for the CSRA, things are going to be dry throughout the rest of our evening and overnight. Could see some showers, though, come later on in the day Sunday, but wanted to take a look at the current temperatures, Craig. I told you, wanted to see the heat index map, and I'm not thinking it's too bad. What do you think?
Pretty hot for this Virginian, but I guess we'll hear more on that in the full forecast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, class is back in session for many schools across the area, but people are still out grabbing school supplies, which can be expensive once you add everything up. Sydney Hood stopped by Fit for School, organized by the Hawk Law Group and Allison South Marketing Group, and shows us why these free back-to-school drives mean so much to the parents.
We all remember the excitement of getting brand new school supplies and a fresh haircut to start the school year off strong, but the price tag attached to it all is anything but exciting. And that's where back to school drives come into play. It's a need seen every year, and this year parents are taking more advantage of free back to school drives. Just today, Fit for School volunteers packed 750 bags to hand out, and even though school is back for many, that didn't stop these parents from coming out here.
Kids run through school supplies, so whether or not they were stocked up at the get-go, we're giving them more so that they can get through the year. The smiles on the kids' face and a lot of the parents' faces, the relief that I see in them and the heartfelt thank you that they provide.
And coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 11 o'clock, we'll hear why this back-to-school drive, along with the many others we've had in our area, just mean more. In Augusta, Sydney Hood, on your side.
Alrighty, thanks for that, Sydney. Well, former President Donald Trump will bring you the latest from that event tonight on News 12 at 11. Chaotic scene erupted in New York City Friday after a giveaway by an influencer sparked a mob. Bradley Blackburn tells us police struggled to control a crowd of thousands of young people.
The massive crowd in New York City's Union Square formed in minutes. Thousands of young people who showed up for a PlayStation giveaway, planned and promoted by Kai Cenat, a popular internet streamer with millions of followers.
We'll be doing a huge giveaway.
Once the people for the giveaway started coming out, that's when things started to get out of control. So people started pushing and stuff.
This event grew exponentially, rapidly.
Police say some in the crowd started throwing supplies from a nearby construction site and lit fireworks. As the chaos grew, the NYPD deployed drones and mobilized 1,000 officers, some of whom were injured. Police cars were destroyed.
I had thousands of kids out there. I needed thousands of parents out there, all right?
The giveaway never happened. Cenat himself posting this video on his stream. When he was removed from the scene, the crowd started to disperse and spread to nearby blocks. People seen climbing on outdoor restaurants, grabbing plates from diners, and throwing them at officers. Civilians were injured too.
Where did they hit you, sir?
Police say they made at least 65 arrests, 30 of them juveniles, and Cenat will face charges for the unpermitted event.
At least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly.
Out of control crowd in the middle of Manhattan, fueled by the power of social media. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And the park reopened Friday night after several hours of cleanup. The crowd also disrupted the city's subway system, with trains forced to bypass the Union Square hub. One man is behind bars after allegedly making plans to travel to Grovetown to have sexual relations with a minor. Around 3 on Friday, Grovetown police arrested Roger Burnett on 1 count of enticing a child for indecent purposes. On Wednesday, officials say Burnett began making plans to meet with the juvenile, and when he arrived to the said location, he was then taken into custody. Grovetown police say more charges are expected. The federal government launched a new website Monday to help people save on their student loans. Under a new plan by President Biden's administration, some borrowers could see their monthly payments drop to nothing, while others will save money over the course of the loan's lifetime. For many on the lower end, that number will be $0 a month. That means borrowers on the plan can sign up, not pay anything, and still avoid racking up interest on their student loans.
Offering a lower repayment plan option is not for everybody, but it can be helpful, especially right now, for people who are just looking for a way to ease back into their repayments.
Miller says the SAVE plan also has a forgiveness component to it. After several years of making payments, you will have your remaining balance forgiven, even if those payments are $0 a month. Well, rain or shine, Amazon packages continue to show up at one woman's home, and that's a problem. We'll explain why coming up next.
Well, after a nice sunny Saturday, we can expect calm conditions overnight tonight, but might see some showers in our near future, and I'll let you know about that coming up soon.
If you heard, give us a call. All night.
Alrighty, y'all, imagine you walk out your front door and this is the first thing you see. It's a bunch of Amazon package you didn't even order or ask for. As Chris Joseph tells us in South Carolina, that's been one woman's ordeal.
People that stop by, I ask them if they want a dress. I'm like, do you want a dress? I even offered 2 to my mail lady.
Dresses keep showing up at Rebecca Kajoris's front door.
At first, it was like 3 or 4 would show up a day. Then it became anywhere between 3 and 10. I'm getting them from
3 and 10 a day?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They're Amazon returns, all with unique addresses and unique senders.
Why would anybody pick your home address?
I have no idea.
She let us line up the packages on her front porch. These are just from the last 5 weeks. Kajoris says she doesn't want to fill a landfill, so she's tried donating them, giving them away, and even getting creative.
I call her Miss Phalanges.
Despite her efforts, she says it's caught the eye of the Homeowners Association.
Basically, they're saying that it's unsightly, that it needs to be cleaned up for the sake of the neighborhood.
But it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. So I did call them, and I did admittedly cry on the phone because I didn't know what to do.
She says she's contacted Amazon, but the problem hasn't stopped.
And I can't really get anybody from Amazon to give me a straight answer as to what it is, when it's going to stop, or how they're going to handle it.
Amazon says it's investigating. It has a page for reporting scams involving unwanted packages, but it's unclear how the corporate giant will fix the situation.
Yeah, definitely a tricky situation there. I can't imagine having too many dresses. I mean, Emily, I hear that you're trying to kind of coordinate your outfits, keep it switching. How do you feel about that?
I don't think I would be too mad about it. Granted, some of the dresses that they showed, not sure I could wear those all the time, but yeah, I mean, there are worse things that you could get a lot of, and dresses, I feel like not too bad. I wouldn't be mad about it, but granted, it is starting to pile up, so I could see how that's an issue there.
Alrighty. Well, taking y'all to a live look over at downtown Augusta, a little less crowded like that woman's porch earlier. It's looking nice out right now, but I'll leave that up to the expert, Emily Acton. How's it looking?
I think it's looking pretty good, Craig. We've seen a great Saturday, mostly sunny skies, few clouds up there for our afternoon, and that's going to continue into our evening, but it's going to be calm. Not expecting any rain chances. That's going to come tomorrow, though. Later on in the evening, we can expect a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms, and that's going to kind of be the story throughout our work week. Again, we're in August. It's just the summer months still continuing, and like I said, we can expect those off and on showers possible almost every afternoon. Here's what we're looking at right now, though. Current radar check, seeing some showers down to our south and a couple off in the Tennessee Valley, but nonetheless, we are dry here in the CSRA. Like I said, expecting that to stay true throughout the rest of our evening and overnight. Shouldn't have any rainfall, no concerns there. Looking though at our current temperatures, maybe you would want some rainfall because we're still pretty warm, but we're actually a couple of degrees below average. We're in those lower 90s right now. Average this time of year is around 94, 96. Some places reached that earlier this afternoon, but nonetheless, still pretty warm out there. Feels like those upper 90s, some places triple digits. There we go. Louisville feels like 102 right now. Martinez 101. Feels like 97 in Augusta, so that's a little bit better there. But it's been a hot and sunny afternoon for us. That's going to continue really throughout our next 7 days. Going to see those warmer temperatures continue, but overnight tonight things are starting to cool off, calm down for us. We can expect lows in those middle 70s, some places those lower 70s, but then tomorrow going to see some sunshine in the morning. Once we get into the afternoon, that's when the cloud cover will start to increase. Could see an isolated shower as early as 2 p.m., but the main chance of rain is coming after that, really for the evening around dinner time, and then after that could still see a couple more showers and thunderstorms. Once we get into Monday, though, things are looking a lot calmer until we get to Monday evening. So I'm going to take a step back and do a bigger look of what we can expect starting tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We're dry, not looking too bad. Could see some showers, like I said, as early as 2 p.m. Moving through, could see a couple more lingering on later, and then Monday, not looking too bad, but once we get into Monday evening and into the overnight hours, that's when we can expect some heavier showers and thunderstorms move through. As of right now, not looking like a big concern, but could see, again, a marginal risk there for us. I think we have seen a marginal risk there for us for tomorrow and again on Monday. And that's just going to be for the strong straight line winds, heavy rainfall, maybe some hail along with that, but I mean, we're seeing these once or twice a week, Craig.
Oof. Well, thank you for the huge heads up there, Emily. Now coming up, officials in Arkansas are dealing with a big cleanup, but say it's not the worst queso scenario. We'll be back with that.
To overcome the obstacle, it's very empowering to watch and encouraging to watch.
Atlanta News First.
The event is as much for families as it is for the Warriors. Families get to watch the whole adventure take place. The standoff between the Writers Guild of America and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers continues after no agreement was reached during talks on Friday. Friday's meeting was seen as the first potential sign of a thaw between the two sides, with a hope for an end to the work stoppage. The Writers Guild represents more than 11,000 writers who have been on strike since May. Officials in one Arkansas town had to clean up after what turned out to be not so usual traffic accident this week. The Arkansas Department of Transportation tweeted these pictures. The agency says a truck carrying cans of nacho cheese had spilled on Interstate 30 near Prescott. One picture shows the cans blocking both lanes with a gooey mess. In the caption, the agency wrote a simple Taco Tuesday, anyone? But it turned out not to be a worst queso scenario for long. Oh my gosh, the DOT says traffic was moving again later on that day. Sorry for the cheesiness, y'all. Well, coming up in sports, Team South Carolina returns to Saluda with a welcome fit for champions. Hear from the Dixie Softball World Series winners coming up next.
Investigate TV is here.
You almost seem speechless.
Watch Investigate TV.
On your sideline, sports brought to you by the Hawk Law Group.
Fresh out their Dixie World Series win, Team South Carolina got a champion's welcome home. Team South Carolina went undefeated heading into the championship round. The Angels 10U team won the World Series after rallying back from losing to the host team Tennessee. They won 8-4.
We knew we were going to get their best shot in the first game, and we went down early, tried to battle back, just didn't have it in us in that game. But after that game, I talked to our girls and, I just told them it's time to step up. We got to do something big right here. Told our leaders to be leaders, get out there and set the tone. And, they just came out with a different attitude that game and really just kind of blew it open.
While they've been celebrating since Tuesday's win, today the community was able to join them. Main Street was shut down this morning to give the champions, the Ponytails, and the Darlings a warm welcome home.
For sure, Smile Town USA, having everyone out here, having the mayor, the sheriff, to come out and just, these girls have worked so hard. It speaks volumes to the girls, and I think it really just fuels their fire, to make them go out and do it more. To be able to be recognized like that.
It feels great. I'm just happy because we all worked hard, and all the practices that we put in, getting up extra early in the morning, it was really all like coming together once we won.
The mayor even made a proclamation saying this day belongs to Team South Carolina. The Angels team learned a lot from the Ponytails, who won the World Series last year. This year, the Ponytails finished runner-ups and are three-time state champions. In Saluda, Alyssa Lyons on your side.
That looks like a lot of fun there. Definitely love the festive hats. That's so fun. Congratulations to those girls. Want to take one last look, though, at our current conditions and what we can expect overnight tonight. Right now, things are calm and dry. A little bit of cloud cover out there, but overall, not a bad evening if you want to have dinner outdoors or have any outdoor activities. Really, tonight is a good night to do that. Temperatures, though, might be a little bit on the warmer side. We're in those lower and middle 90s across the CSRA, but overnight, we're going to slowly cool off into those lower, and some places might still be in those middle 70s, but overall, things are looking average, seasonal. We can expect that. Another thing that's average and seasonal at this point is seeing a marginal risk. Craig, I feel like we've had one of those maybe once or twice a week over the past several weeks, and it's just the way that things are set up now.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for that, Emily, and thanks for that heads up. But thank you for joining us here at News 12 at 6. Be sure for more weather, sports, more coming up at 11.
Every day.